As some of you know, I'm Russian. I grew up in Russia and I've been living in Moscow for over 5 years. And now let me read this sentence for you in a typical Russian accent. Let me talk to him about this problem and we'll see what I can do. And now let me show you what years of accent training did to my pronunciation. Let me talk to him about this problem and we'll see what I can do. Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, let me preface this video by saying that I never laugh at people's accents. Accents are truly beautiful. They often tell us a lot about a person, about where they grew up and how they learned English. But in this video, I really wanted to share my experience with you guys. And that's why I decided to start the video by reading a sentence with a typical Russian accent and then showing you how I managed to improve my accent, because this is something I wanted to do for myself. I really love American English and I'm a sucker for a beautiful American accent. So that's why I picked this accent. For you, it might be the British accent or the Australian accent. It doesn't even matter. Or maybe you don't even want to have a specific accent. You just like every single one of them. So in this video, I wanted to share my accent journey and give you tips that will help you improve your pronunciation. Let's first start with the book, Mastering the American English, because this is something that I first discovered 3 years ago and I fell in love with this book completely. First of all, guys, you know that I love reading. I always read a lot, so it was natural for me to pick up this book and start working on my American English. One thing that I don't really love about it is that it doesn't give you any feedback, so you never know if you're improving or not. But for me, the audio to this book was enough. I could really hear what they were saying and I was trying so hard to replicate everything. And that was actually the time when I first discovered that in American English, they have this flap T sound like in the word water, and it just completely shattered my world. It blew my mind. I was absolutely shocked because I used to say water all the time, not water and not bottle, for example. I also really enjoyed their native language guide, which gives you specific recommendations based on your native language. And they have so many languages there, so I'm sure you'll be able to find yours. So here they teach you that a T becomes a fast D in the following cases. So in American English, we don't say better, we say better. We don't say little, we say little. We don't say party, we say party. We don't say 40, we say 40. Isn't it amazing, guys? I know, maybe your mind has just been blown, but believe me, their exercises are truly beautiful. And guys, in this video, I'll be mentioning a lot of resources and you'll be able to find all the links in the description. After reading this book, Mastering the American English from cover to cover multiple times, falling in love with it, downloading it on my computer, on my phone, everywhere, recommending this book to every single one of my friends, I discovered the YouTube channel called Rachel's English. And guys, this YouTube channel is amazing as well. I really love her videos where she uses an example of a TV show and she breaks down actors' accents there. It's amazing, especially if you love watching shows and movies, because this way you'll be able to replicate their accents. And Rachel makes sure that you understand every single one of their sounds. So that's why I highly recommend this YouTube channel. And before we move on to the next part of my story, I wanted to say a huge thank you to our sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members across 150 countries who come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. Skillshare can help you make 2022 a year of new learning, growth, and connection through creativity. I love using Skillshare because it's the perfect place where you can learn a new skill. From web development and animation to productivity, freelancing, and more, you can find classes that will match your goals and interests. And their platform is perfect for lifelong learners, beginners, pros, dabblers, and masters. Classes on Skillshare include a combination of video lessons and a class project that will fit any schedule. If you become a member, you immediately get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. I became a member on Skillshare a year ago when I decided to take a class YouTube Success, Script, Shoot, and Edit with Anki PhD that helped me learn the basics of video production for YouTube. And here we are, a little over a year later, I already have 2 YouTube channels with over 180,000 subscribers in total. So if you want to make a career pivot or up-level your skills in the current role, Skillshare will become a great resource for you. So guys, if you're interested in trying out Skillshare, you can do it for free. The first 1,000 to click the link in the description will get a whole month's free trial on Skillshare so that you can start exploring your creativity today. I hope you guys enjoy taking your Skillshare classes as much as I do. And now guys, let's move on and talk a little bit of how a couple of years ago I realized that I was kind of tired of all this theoretical knowledge of American accent. So back then, I already read the book that I talked to you about. I watched a lot of videos on Rachel's English channel, but I was still like, I want more. And I really wanted to practice my accent. I wanted to find someone I could talk to. And that's why I started to look for English speaking clubs in Moscow. And I really found so many great places where I could implement all my knowledge and talk to even Russians by using an American accent. And guys, to be honest, English speaking clubs are just amazing places where you can find friends, where you can talk to interesting people and just have wonderful conversations. And this journey inspired me to create my own English speaking club. So if you want to participate in my next cohort, make sure to join the waitlist and you will find the link in the description. Then happened my New York City trip. Honestly guys, it was a truly magical experience, and that's why I even have New York City behind me on the wall, because I just fell in love with the city. I'm not sure I could live there myself because this city is really unique. There are so many people living there, but I definitely did enjoy staying there as a tourist. Here guys, I just want you to remember one thing. I didn't really speak a lot of English when I was in New York because I didn't have any people I knew there, right? Because to speak to someone, you actually need to know someone there, right? Obviously, I talked a lot when I went grocery shopping or just like when I went to the doctor. I also had to speak English, but it was all random, you know? I didn't speak English every single day, so that's why I can't really say that my accent improved a lot when I was in New York. I did hear a lot of English and I did expose myself to various accents because there are just so many foreigners living in New York and so many beautiful nationalities, beautiful people, and their beautiful accents. It was just always so interesting for me to be exposed to their accent because sometimes it just felt like music. And also in my accent training journey, there was one time when I was desperately trying to find an accent coach. Well, if you know anything about accent coaches, you know that they're very expensive. So one time I paid a small fortune to just try. You know, I was really interested. I felt like I wasn't improving at all. I was like, why not? You know, I should just try. So the lesson was okay, but obviously I couldn't justify spending that much money on a coaching session. But I totally understand why they charge this much money, because they're helping you improve your accent. They're helping you work on your speech, and it's really difficult, guys. So what I did instead was this. First of all, I didn't give up. I wasn't like, you know, accent coaches are so expensive, so it's all useless. I shouldn't learn English at all. Obviously, I'm not that dramatic, even though sometimes I kind of am, but we're not going to talk about this right now. So what I did was, every time I watched a show or even like a video on YouTube, I sometimes paused and I tried to repeat after the speaker, imitating their accent, imitating their pronunciation, every single pause they make, every single cough they make, you know? It didn't matter to me because I just really wanted to sound like them. And obviously because I wanted to have an American accent, I tried to watch as many American TV shows as movies as possible, and again try to imitate their speech. This is something we call shadowing, when you try to shadow after the speaker, when you try to repeat after them. Let me give you an example of how I shadow by watching a short clip from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street.
I told you, 70,000.
I told you, 70,000.
You made 72 grand in 1 month.
You made 72 grand in 1 month?
You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it.
You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it?
Quit my job right now and I work for you.
I quit my job right now and I work for you. So as you can see, by shadowing the short clip First of all, I'm working on my accent, but second of all, I can learn so many new words. First of all, we can learn that when we talk about money, we can say the word grand instead of 1,000. So for example, 72 grand instead of 72,000. Another cool word is a pay stub, but actually right now we use the word paycheck more, but still it's good to know the word pay stub as well. And also pronunciation wise, we can hear that they say wait and quit. So they're not releasing this T sound, right? They're just saying wait instead of wait and quit instead of quit. So guys, as you can see, it's totally possible to start speaking with an American accent if you're patient and you study a lot. Because guys, if I'm being truly honest, it was really hard for me too. Sometimes I still feel really demotivated and really sad because my accent is not as good as I want it to be. So in these moments, I just try to remind myself that it's all temporary. You know, tomorrow I'll wake up, I'll feel better, and I'll have more motivation to improve my American accent. So guys, before I finish this video, I really want you to check out Skillshare because it's a great place where you can explore your creativity and learn a new skill. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram because there I share my everyday life with you. If you want to get a script to this video, make sure to join me here on YouTube by clicking this join button, or you can also go on my Patreon page and pick a membership there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!